come out here and run that one?
Yep. It's been set. I'm sure it's all clogged up. We got to set all the. Anytime you shut that down and move it, you're gonna have to reset it all. Video Jet's the only ones that can do it. And they charge you dearly.
Oh, thanks.
Okay, so for programming, you got to have something on this side of the screen. See, we can delete these, F3. Okay, we're going to leave order number 1. You have to have something here. If this is, we delete that number 1 off of there, if you don't put something here, it will not let you program over here. Okay?
You have to have something.
You have to have a 1 or something. Even if it doesn't mean anything. It could be 1, 2, 3, it could be 100. Doesn't matter, but something has to be on this side of the screen. Or you'll be here, you'll have a blank screen, you go, it won't let me program anything.
Let me call Ron.
Okay? So, bundle number 1, and this again, the bundles don't mean much unless it means something to you. Bundle 1, bundle 2. You could have them all say bundle number 1 in different lengths and quantities. Doesn't matter. Could be like bundle 1 could be a whole house. Doesn't matter.
Yeah.
Okay, so quantity, let's do 2 parts. You want to run 10 footers? That's something you can probably use, right?
Yeah.
10 feet, 0 inch, 0 fraction. Now on your fraction you got to enter the numerator and the denominator. For 0 we can just enter through 0 force. Now our patterns are punch pattern. Down here your F keys, go to pattern, F6. I'm going to set up a typical punch pattern. There's probably one in here already. Yeah, this is how I would normally set it up. So we're going 2 foot from the leading edge. So you can keep these in your library, different punch patterns. Pattern number 1 is 2 foot from the leading edge, lead center. It's going to find, no matter what length stud you run, it's going to find the dead center of it,
and
put a hole in the center, and then 2 foot from each end. So it's going to be symmetrical no matter how you flip it. 9'6", you use the same pattern, 2 foot from each end. It'll find the center of that stud, but you don't have to worry about which way you flip them if you got a symmetrical punch pattern. After you get above 10 feet, 12 feet, you got to start thinking about extra holes. Then you can do every 2 feet or every 4 feet or whatever. So this is how I typically program a punch pattern. We go down to, let's see what else they had in here. 2 feet, 6'6", trailing edge. They must have programmed these. Trying to find the center of these, but you can use that punch pattern number 1 and find the center until you get to real long ones, then you can punch multiple holes. If you want, we can set that up. Okay, so we're going to go back to where we were programming. 2 pieces, 10 foot long, pattern number 1. That's going to put a hole 2 feet from each end and 1 in the center. Our option right, left reads from right to left. We don't need to worry about that. Now, after we program through that line, it jumps down to program another one. Or we push status. That has to show next for you to run it. Okay? So we're going to fire up the hydraulics. We're going to clear the queue. We're going to cycle the shear twice, just to make sure it's not going to go back and start running something else that we didn't program. It's already in the computer. Okay, so we want it to run this one that's next. Okay, once this is highlighted on next, this is your line run.